Hey guys, welcome back for a very special beer review. As you can probably tell from the title, this is going to be the beer that Ant from Zee Germans Brewery sent to me earlier in the week. If you haven't seen the video, Ant kindly sent me a beer mail package which included this beer and several different hops which we can't get in New Zealand, including the hop that's in this beer, which is Fusion. So here it is here, and Ant also kindly sent this fantastic Monsoon India Pale Ale glass, which I am going to use. It would be very fitting to try his beer in. So yeah, what I thought we'd do first is we'll pour the beer up. Got a little note from Ant about the beer, and also I found a little bit of info on the hop itself. So yeah, let's crack into it. Thank you very much for this, Ant. Been hanging out all week, looking forward to this. I wanted to wait till the weekend, till I had a good chance to sit down and enjoy it. So, yep, there's a nice little hiss there. Bottle's pretty tight, so I know it's fairly carb, so I'm going to pour this carefully. Just try not to get any of the sediment off the bottom of the bottle. So as you can see, it's pouring up a stunning, sort of real vibrant sort of yellow. There we go. I think we'll leave that tiny bit in the bottom. It's only a little tiny bit. So yeah, look at that. I was going to say like a pineapple yellow. Look at that. With the sun coming through, the colour's really popping. Carbonation is absolutely screaming up. It's like an upside down snowstorm. Hopefully you can see that. The beer looks pretty clear. It's a little bit of haze, but overall it looks pretty clear. Let's get a closer look on the head. So it's got a real nice fluffy, sort of creamy looking head on the top. So that looks beautiful, and just on looks alone, would have to give that a 10 out of 10, I think. That looks like an absolute stunner. So before I dive into it, we'll just check out a couple of notes on the beer and the hop, etc. So in Ant's letter, he said, so the bottle is Fusion. It's Magnum for bittering. The rest of the pack was used late on and conventionally chilled. And says it's not the best beer, a pleasant light ale. I'd recommend using the whole pack even for a half batch. I sent this to give you an idea of what a 6 out of 10 beer is like up north. Well, you've already got 6 points just for sending the beer all the way across the world, but you know, if I was marking this based on, I'd probably start on appearance. You know, I would, I mean, it's slightly hazy, but I would give that, you know, I'd give that a good 9 out of 10 for appearance. So the colour is absolutely stunning. That head isn't going anywhere. Look at it, it's just sitting there. Yeah, let's get I think we'll get a nose on it. So cheers guys, cheers Ant. Ooh. It's got an interesting aroma. I guess the first thing that sort of struck me was almost smells sort of lemony. It's like a lemon aroma and a little bit lager-esque, if that makes sense. So I don't know what malts are used in this, but it's got a little bit of a lager type and a lemony sort of nose on it. It smells very inviting. Smells nice and clean, no off aromas or anything. So yeah, we'd have to, on the aroma, have to give that near full marks as well. It's beautiful, Ant. I'll just quickly read out some info I found on the hops. Couldn't find a lot of info on it. So I believe the hop sort of dates back to 2015. So Fusion Hop is a new English variety from Charles Farram, his experiment program. Described as citrusy, and it's described as citrusy and spicy. It's the sting of hops, as in the singer, and as in an Englishman in New York. It's not grown in big quantities, so this is the person who's written it. So I don't know if it's possible to get it anywhere at the moment. So yeah, it's fairly new. Sounds like it's fairly hard to get hold of, even in the UK, so I feel very privileged to have a pack in the fridge. So I'm just going to dive in, guys. Stop the waffle. Cheers, Ant. Sorry, I needed to get a few mouthfuls to try and formulate some thought. First up, it's going down an absolute treat. I said it smelled a bit lager-like, so I don't know whether you've used, like say, Pilsner malt or even a lager type yeast on it. But it's definitely got, there's something lager-like going on in there, which is really nice. I mean, I like a good, especially now we're warming up here, I like a really nice lager or Pilsner. And yeah, it tastes like that, but with like a lemon twist to it from the hop. Yeah, if you had told me nothing about this beer, I would have said it was, yeah, a lemon type flavour and aroma coming through on a lager. I wish I could brew. I think I've brewed one kit lager, and if I brewed up a lager, I'd be a very happy man if I came up with this. But I guess the big question is, was it intended to be a lager, or is it, big question mark, is it actually an ale with some very light malts in it? I just don't know, and I didn't bother going back through Ant's videos, I just wanted to go in blind. So that spiciness they described in the description of the hop, I guess, yeah, you get a little bit of that sort of almost like a peppery type edge to it. I don't know what the ABV is. I'm imagining it's sort of in that sort of mid-range, sort of 5.5, maybe 6%, no more than that. It's very, very clean on the taste. It's very crisp, nice sort of dry finish on it as well. Man, I'd be very happy, Ant, with that. Ant says this is a 6 out of 10 beer. Maybe it's improved with age as it's travelled, and I've had it sitting in my fridge. Maybe the climate here's done something to it, but definitely doesn't taste like a 6 out of 10 to me. No, that's from a technical point of view, I think you've done a cracking job with that. Beautiful carbonation, nice mouthfeel, like I say, crisp, dry, nice little hit of bitterness up front, but then that sort of smooths away nicely. I like the sort of the lemon sort of zingy, zesty sort of quality from the hop. I mean, it's not there in spadefuls, but it is there, and it sits really nice with the hop, with the malts. No, that is a cracker, mate. Especially, on a day like this, this is the sort of beer I want to be drinking. So you have sent the perfect beer for the perfect afternoon. I think it's about 21, 22 degrees. No, that is a cracker, mate. So you say 6 out of 10. I say I say 8.5 to 9 out of 10. That's what I say. Maybe the hops could pop a bit more on the aroma and the taste, but other than that, I could easily sit on a beer like that. If I was out somewhere at a barbecue, sitting outside with my feet up, relaxing, I could definitely knock a few of those back. So full credit to you, Ant. If this is what you class as a 6 out of 10 beer, I can only imagine how good a you know, 8, 9 or a 10 out of 10 beer would be. That's a real pleasure. Oh, forgot to mention the head's not going anywhere. The lacing is just fantastic. You've done a top job there, Ant. Now you can leave me a comment below correcting me on the. So I'm saying it's like a lager type beer, but you can correct me with the malts, the yeast, etc. But I'm gonna stop filming, enjoy the rest of Ant's beer because it's the one and only I have from him, so I want to savour the rest of it. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. We will catch you next time with another beer review. Thanks for watching, and cheers, Ant. I really do appreciate it. Ant says hi as well. Cheers, guys.